Hello there. Today I am going to show how to replace a fan in a MSI laptop. The model GS63VR is the laptop's model. I got the replacement part off Amazon. I'll post the part number in the description so you can search for either on Amazon or eBay. So my fan started making some loud noises. I opened up the laptop and realized that the large fan would intermittently stop working, spin completely, and just making a very loud grinding noise. So instead of trying to repair the fan, I'm just going to go ahead and replace it, and I'll go over the instructions for doing that in this video. If you need instructions on removing the laptop case, it's just removing some screws, but I'll put a link in the description of another video in which I do this. Here's the inside of the laptop. Here's the new fan. Fan blade had popped off. Hopefully it's okay. You'll see that it's pretty much the same. The only difference is the color of the fans, which the original is red and these new ones are just black. So the first thing here is I am going to disconnect the fan. So just I'm going to remove this Kapton tape. I'm actually not going to apply any of the Kapton tape. Someone can always correct me if that is something I should have done. And this is a little zero touch here. You just got to snap up the clip and then the connector will come right out. Next is you'll remove this tape that is attached kind of to the fan and to the case. All right, so that's off now. I don't have great footage of the rest of the disassemble, but I'll show some images of where the different pieces are that you have to remove to get the motherboard out. The first thing is to remove the screws. There are, I believe, 7. Hopefully I didn't miss any here. But you'll see that there is one hidden behind the cable in the top right, and there's one also behind some Kapton tape. Once you have all the screws out, the next part I would go after is the power bank. So you'll see there's this one cable here. It's usually in there pretty tough, but once you remove that, you can pull out the power bank. It's usually got some tape on the back, so it may be a little bit difficult to remove. And then the final preparation piece before we can try and get that motherboard out is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other additional cables. That's in addition to the one that went to the fan we've removed in the very beginning. You have to disconnect those. I believe all of those are zero touch, and you just got to flip up the little tab and then they should pull straight out. All right, with that all done, now we're going to try and get the motherboard out. You'll see that the ports on the side will kind of catch, and you kind of have to wiggle it and kind of pry them loose to get it out. All right, now that we have it loose, there was a couple cables I missed. You'll see the one on the top of the board here. That needs to get removed. And then once we flip it over on the top on this side, there's also these two that we'll want to go ahead and remove just to give us some space while we work on the fan. All right, next there are these 2 power connectors that go to the fan. You have to remove this Kapton tape here as well, and just pull out these 2 tiny power connectors. I suggest using some tweezers to go ahead and remove those. Probably also when we go ahead and reapply it as well. All right, and then there are these 4 black screws that will need to get removed before we can remove the fan. And then once we flip it back over, you should be able to go ahead and remove that old fan. And there it is. So if you grab the new fan, you should see it's pretty much the same setup. And it's just a matter of reversing the steps that we just went through.